Yo, welcome everybody to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing. We are here for round number 7, which marks the exact halfway point here in season 13. As always, Saudi Arabian, the inaugural race here in TCR, first time in action, the high-speed street circuit of 2,700 corners, assumably, and we're just coming off a Grand Prix weekend from Sunday for the real-life Formula 1 Grand Prix, although this one should be a little bit safer, and yeah, this should be a lot of fun here today. We got some DRS, we got some high slipstream and some tight corners with some walls. One of a kind, I guess you can say. And of course, silver class. We are live on both the YouTube and Twitch. Want to thank everyone for tuning in on your Tuesday night with myself for right this moment, because Turkey Whacker, oh boy, I said earlier back in round 1 that eventually we'll get everything sorted. We're at the halfway point and we're still having issues. So, but don't worry, we'll get a co-commentator in here shortly. Bats Plus will platinum class driver, golden champ, a little bit of time. So everyone, you don't have to bear with me. A few more minutes, and then Bats Plus gets back in here, and we get some very support from my backup. So he'll be joining us relatively shortly. We're just watching Sir Charles in his McLaren. He got denied victory at Singapore last weekend from was leading the race at Singapore last week. But Thibaut on that advantage, I think he had will also extend his championship lead. And I'll give you those numbers right now. It's Thibaut in the Ferrari, 115. To Charles, 83, and you got to go back a little bit farther until you get to Blin Machine. He's got 67, 64 for Syrah, who is he here tonight? Ah, no Syrah. Ah, man, I like seeing Syrah. I guess not. So he's not going to gain from those 64 points. And we also have Gott Palmer, 54 points. He is here today. So that is your top 5. So Charles good enough for 28.7, which on the soft tire, low fuel, and a perfect lap can be a lot less than that. Palmer doing pretty well on a 28.1. I predict the time should get in the and we'll go on board Thibaut on his lap, which he is just about to start right now. Turn 1, nice left-right chicane, very tight. You can use all the track. He opts not to. A little bit of a tighter line. Pretty nice through Sector 1 as he actually goes purple, although it doesn't look this is his first run. He's going to have a Mercedes to go around here in a moment. Hopefully he gets out of the way, which I think he will. Omega, who should be in the Alfa Romeo. It's Alfa Romeo. He's in the Alfa Romeo, but tonight is the Mercedes because he forgot to pick his car. Got some comments coming in on Twitch. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Let me know if you can't. Yes, the Dirk. Welcome to the stream. I forgot whose broadcast team you were on, but welcome. And yes, he is in the wrong team. As Thibaut to line 28.3, a little closer to Gott Palmer. still a little bit off. And it looks us. How are we? How were you able to navigate the difficulties in technology that everyone else can't seem to find here on Tuesdays?
Yeah. It's pretty much my first day with the internet since it came out. But I got it figured out.
Awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, you didn't miss much. 9 minutes left in quali, and Turkey Whacker was gonna forget how to. It's okay. I don't have the strongest internet, guys, but you know, it'll have to suffice. Hopefully, it's decent. It'll come back to us. Okay. TJ, you're watching. How's the quality on the YouTube side of things? Alright. So yeah, any predictions here today, Bats? Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? I don't know, there's 27 corners, but there's only really 5 braking zones? Or something like that. So
yeah, I think you could just lose a ton of time in every corner. That's the problem.
The minimum
so if you
speed.
make a small mistake, it costs you like 3/10 or 4/10. So that's probably why the times aren't that good yet.
Yeah, well, that is a good point. I mean,
really slow.
Sector 1 is all connected. You know, you lose one corner, you're losing the next, and all of them. Just like Got Palmer went off the track. He's going to stay in it, even though I don't know how that's not invalid, but I guess the game said he lost enough time. I don't know, he might be definitely under his delta, but we'll stick on board. Looks like he's continuing on.
Was that the double right-hander?
No, it was the exit of the first sector, the left-right, where Mick Schumacher crashed, and he went off right.
Yeah.
But I guess he let off just enough.
Yeah, the track limits are kind of weird here.
And this alteration of this track was actually made before the actual Grand Prix was even finished. So obviously things, especially the curbs, are different than real life. Obviously, we've gone to 2 Saudi Arabian or Jeddah races, and you know, we're still here on this alteration of it. Because they raced in December, and then just last week. So definitely by next game, hoping they fix those curbs. And they also made some changes to the corners. The last corner made it a little bit wider.
Yeah, I think when they made the track for the game, since the curbs weren't in yet, they didn't put actual curbs in most of the corners. So they're just painted lines.
Yep.
The next game should be way different than this one.
Yeah, although I think they did a pretty decent job for not having the track even finished. And actually, from watching the race on Sunday, I found myself hitting the last corner a little bit because I was watching them go so deep into the corner. It was such a wide corner. And then you get on the game, and it's really tight on this one. So I found myself in the wall for a few times.
Well, I think there'll be plenty of that today.
Yeah, we actually have the ghosting on today, so that should help a little bit due to the high speeds, a lot of blind corners, and low time of reaction, I guess. I mean,
29s.
Yeah. I am too. I thought they'd be well within the 27s. I mean,
maybe they just kind of want to get laps in, or maybe they're invalidating a lot of laps. That's the only thing I can think of, because, I mean, these are actually really slow times. Especially compared to what a lot of them can actually do. That's why I'm kind of surprised.
McSwim spins and hits the wall in the Haas out of turn 2. That'll be a new front wing change. I think he's got 3 or so minutes. Yep, so he possibly could get that done, but I'll have to watch out for drivers on their laps. Looks pretty empty there at the moment. I just wanted to mention Formula Jonah is Broom Handle in the AlphaTauri. Same driver, just a name change there. And we have a new driver debuting tonight in the Alpine of Santo. And we have all the usual suspects, including Thibaut in P1 and Sir Charles slightly behind. And
I wonder what McSwim's doing with the one set of tires for the entire quali. Maybe he didn't practice at all.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing last week when it just started to drizzle and he put intermediates on.
I think I'm gonna take a guess and say he'll be the first DNF.
I mean, if we're a betting man, they don't. The odds can't. They don't need to be nice. It's just what they are.
I think we can give it like 7-1.
I'd put 25 on that. It's actually, it was funny you said it because I was doing some 5-lappers with Turkey the other day, and the day before the Jeddah race, and he's like, oh, he was starting to put all of his bets in, and I didn't realize, like, you can put, like, there's different bets for, like, oh, who's gonna pit first, who's gonna, someone to get, like, a top 10, like, all these crazy things, and, like, someone to get a podium, like, someone who is a long shot. It's,
yeah,
pretty interesting, all those things.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I really wouldn't want to vote. I really wouldn't want to bet on racing because so much change, so many things can go wrong, especially in racing. Nothing is for certain, and I feel like it'd be a lot easier to bet on other sports that might be a little bit more, more information on board. But yeah, I've never gotten into it myself yet.
I think racing might be better for long shots because there's going to be a lot more variance and random things that happen in a race.
Yeah.
But regular sports betting is pretty horrible to do. You're trying to make money.
Not Sir Vapor out of the first sector. Goes 3/10 quicker, and purple first sector. That's a start here. Will he get into the 27s? Throughout practice days, I guess the three, or a few of the most common complaints were tire temp issues. Probably coming out of Sector 1. So I wonder if some of these setups had to be dialed back a little bit for the race. We still don't know the weather conditions, but I'm assuming dry. I haven't heard any chatter.
So Charles is up a 3/10 so far on his lap.
And the last corner, Sir Vapor. Let's see what time the Red Bull driver can do. It is a 27.9, good enough for provisional. First driver in the 27, Sir Charles, still on a lap here through the last straightaway. Hits the DRS towards the left-hand side of the track. And you got to spot that last braking zone and get everything you can out of it. You gain a lot of time if you really hook it up nice and get early on the traction, which it looks like he got most of it. And just a marginal improvement for Sir Charles. He set a purple Sector 3, but it wasn't good enough. Thibaut finishing a lap here. Looks like he is also marginal, and that is good enough, though, for provisional pole position. But God Palmer responds with a 27.7. I think that's everybody for the moment. Santop's finishing his lap, but it's way off the pace, so that's going to be Scott Palmer in the Aston Martin to take pole position.
I think I don't think tire temp should be too much of an issue if people actually set up the car without max tire pressures. That's really when the problem comes up. So really anyone who has issues with that just hasn't made a good setup.
Alright, so that should conclude our qualifying here. Well, we got into the 27s, high 27s. Not particularly where I think we would have been, but there's a big field spread here from, I guess, the top few drivers. All half a second with each other, I guess you could say the top 6, all the way to the Mercedes of Hot Boy. And then everyone else behind is going to be a little bit farther off. They're going to be in their own race until you get to the final back, which maybe they just didn't get their lap time in.
I'm surprised that I just went through all of them and there aren't that many invalidations. They just put up really slow times for some reason. It's probably because of their setups, because if you don't really have a good one, then you can't get around a lot of the corners fast enough, so you just lose a shit ton of time.
I also think because it's
oh, put me in a car, that's cool. I guess maybe maybe I won't be the first retirement because I'm gonna make it to the pits.
Yeah, no, as you should, yeah. So you might actually place to here tonight. By the time you'll be our eyes on the road, we'll get extra point of views. Yeah, you know. You'll kind of be that extra safety car they put at the back of the field, and that you do the following lap to go to the pit lane. You'll be that guy. You could stop on the side if you need a rescue anybody.
Well, I gotta do a practice first lap after everyone goes past.
Alright, so there we have it. Predictions time here for the podium. I'm gonna pick first because it's been a tough few weeks for me in this commentary booth, so I think I should treat myself here. I'm gonna go with Sir Charles for the P1. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go with Sir Charles. I like what he did last week at Singapore. I think he'll topple back tonight. P2, I'll put Not Sir Vapor. And for P3, I like let's go a little outreach here. Let's go with my guy in the Ferrari here, Monkey Mafia. Little comeback drive here.
I'll go with Rafa Hulk, Charles, and Not Sir Vapor.
Rafa Hulk, yeah. He's been getting those podiums as of late. I don't think he has a win yet on the season, but today would be a good time to do so. Rafa Hulk's a nice driver for the Haas team here. He's the Kevin Magnussen and Mick Swim's Mick Schumacher, excuse me.
So you're saying he's definitely going to crash then?
I mean, according to Haas, they didn't even enter him in, so yeah, the odds don't look great. TJ thinks Palmer, Charles, and Tebow. Alright, let's see if we have some good camera angles here at Jeddah. Street circuits are usually a little sketchy, as we only see the back of the grid. That's where Bats Plus will get those extra view points. We're on round number 7 at the halfway point here in the silver class for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's the inaugural race here at Jeddah. Riding on board with Sir Charles. 5 red lights. Let's do it as Blend Machine gets a drive-through jump start. Not Sir Vapor is going to get a nice start. Go to the left side track of Aston Martin of Palmer, and he gets collected. Palmer spins as it was 3 wide into 1, and that definitely doesn't go. Sir Vapor is going to get the P2. Charles might have some damage. It does look like it, and he's off the track. He's letting a lot of people by, including maybe yourself. Pick up the debris while you're coming through, Bats. Pick up the debris, as Santop here in his debut is almost ran into the back of Monkey Mafia as a mixed swim. Possibly some damage. No, he's all clean. Blend Machine's left the session, so I think if that is a rage quit there, that is definitely not good on his case, because he's got all race left to go. McSwim really struggling here. Monkey Mafia, he's got to go for the move. He's already hitting him. This is a pretty crucial move here for the Ferrari. Blends back in, so it could be connection issues for the McLaren. McSwim hits the other wall. He goes in deep. And McSwim gets it, but McSwim is out. And
yes, I was right.
Man, payday or what? Send the man the money. Those are great odds. McSwim is out, and we have a VSC. Bats Plus will place here in silver.
That's funny.
You're so far 2 for 2. You predicted that Turkey Whacker would not get into the commentary booth, and you would need to step in. Correct. And the other one is, as we just witnessed, McSwim would retire before you were able to get into the pits and retire. Correct.
That's funny.
So we got a VSC.
I gotta wait until there's no one behind me to retire.
Yeah, you could do another one, I guess. Make sure you don't block anybody. Rafa Hulk on Sir Vapor for P2 and 3. Tebow's got a 1.5 second lead at the moment. The Haas looks really quick here. Sir Vapor, I don't know if he picked up any damage or he's just trying to get into the rhythm after the lap 1, turn 1 and 2 contact, which saw Got Palmer and Sir Charles all the way to the back of the grid of 13th and 14th. Vapor defending the inside. You can't really go too wide through here, although Rafa Hulk is really trying for it. Almost a switchback at a really high speed section of the track. DRS is still not enabled. Trying to go around the outside. Who gets the better traction? It's the Haas. And this is a move that Rafa Hulk needs to do here to get that track position, close the gap to Tebow out in front. Looks like he's got some speed to do it. Sir Vapor still looking down the inside, and he spins himself. Rafa Hulk is still continuing, and Sir Vapor is going to be wanting that replay option, which is disabled in multiplayer, because that didn't go too well for him. He's back in P9. Ooh.
I think Blim was disconnected at the start because he didn't even move.
It could be. Maybe that's why he got disconnected. Or maybe the drive-thru, I mean. Yeah, that's why he got the drive-thru. Maybe his AI, the timing glitch.
Maybe.
He's in P15 2 seconds off of Got Palmer, but I don't think he served his no, it does look like he served it. Yep, that would explain why he's in the back. So your pole sitter, who was Got Palmer, and Sir Charles and Not Sir Vapor, who were up there as well, battling all out on the first lap, and Sir Vapor on lap 3. They're all the way towards the end of the points, and this promotes Rafa Hulk, Hot Boy, and others as Jonah, formerly known as Broom Handle in the AlphaTauri, gets P6. Hoping that AlphaTauri gets a little bit more race pace than the qualifying. He's following Camden Luca and the Williams, who they are usually quite close on speed and pace week to week to week. We got Hot Boy making a move on Rafa Hulk. This could be a power move. Man, side by side Rafa Hulk again. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. Side by side through a high speed section. He is going to wait. So if we did have ghosting off, the good rule.
Got a little trouble with 10th place.
We got trouble. Who's trouble?
Rafa Hulk spun.
Yep. Yeah, we just saw that here. He was trying to go on a move on Hot Boy, or he was trying to defend, and I don't know why he would have kept it in there that early in the race. Another half-ass move, which caught him back. He probably wants that replay button. In career mode, you have that option. Not here on the league race, league day. Sir Vapor, Rafa Hulk, Sir Charles, and Palmer, all top heavy hitters, all making very, very rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes, I'm going to say, and that's promoting all the people who are doing the right thing. Tebow, who's historically has been this season. Hot Boy, DeGabri. Got some other people that we don't usually see up towards the front. Hot Boy's got that speed. We'll see how this plays out.
Well, hopefully there's a safety car at some point. There's a lot of discussing it back in the race.
It really looks like the pack is split into two. DeGabri getting close to the wall, might have hit it. He was good enough not to spin. But let's check to see his front wing here. No visual damage from the looks of it. But I'm pretty sure he hit that wall. And he's gonna stay out, so that leads me to believe it's good enough to still race in. He's got that 2.5 second gap to Camden Luca, so he should be able to manage that quite nicely. Omega on Jonah, back for P5. Sir Vapor coming back through the pack on the back of Jonah. Making a move here is going to be tough, and will one yield off? Yeah, that's going to be Sir Vapor. And that's going to ruin both of their runs. But but they're both going to have the DRS. Survapor using no battery, but he's just carried more speed after Jonah had to kind of yield off. And Survapor should use a little bit of battery here to secure this pass. He's also got Monkey Mafia, my pick for the podium, still back in the pack, just playing it cautious, and I don't blame him with how these moves are going today. I would definitely sit back and relax.
I think Santo might have had damage. He just went to the pits. It's kind of early.
Yes, the Alpine is into the pit lane, putting on medium tires. Should be fine till the end. Rav Hulk and Got Palmer are battling in the back. Rav Hulk just pitted after getting that damage. Ooh, close pit exit here for Santot, and he's going to let these two by, which is for track position. And he did a very respectful thing, letting them two by. I think they are the quicker drivers.
I think one of them's on hards, though. That's going to be a problem. The hards are really slow on this track.
Yeah, I wouldn't particularly want to use the hard tire. I think the soft medium one stop should be plenty. The tire wear's not too bad here as long as you keep in tabs. There's a lot of straightaways. And there's only 25 laps. So they tend to last quite nicely. The soft's a lot better than last week at Singapore, where they only did quite a few. Survapor gets to 5th position. And Monkey Mafia decides to do a little bit of an undercut on the drivers that are right in front. Also, it might be a little bit of a wing change. He might have picked up damage. I was just saying he was nice and relaxed as we have Blinn Machine out of the race. And that's going to be a safety car.
Alright, so I can finally retire.
Yeah, that'd be a good opportunity too. Blinn Machine is out. We'll go on board with...
Just get disqualified, so I finish last.
Yeah, I won't. Oh, yeah, there he is. That's a tough corner. A lot of people were spinning there through practice. If you hit that curb wrong. I don't know what corner numbers these are, because I don't agree with what corners here at Jeddah are. I don't know what constitutes a corner. I think it's like a certain degree of change they constitute as a corner. But to be honest, I think they just made the track like this in order to say that this is the track that has the most corners in Formula One, and that's special. I don't know.
Well, if they didn't, then the whole track would be straight.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it though. I wouldn't mind the straights between. I think it would be a little bit safer for the real. You know, the first time we went here, I was actually quite nervous from just the possibility of wrecks that could occur. But you know, F1 safety is quite good. So not too much there, and it looks like every year if they still keep going back, they'll make minor improvements. But yeah, it is a very risky street circuit.
It's probably one of the most fun tracks in the game to drive.
Yeah, I agree.
But that might be because they don't have actual curbs. I think when they put curbs in for the next game, it might be horrible to drive.
Yeah, you know, that's a valid point. I think a lot of people are able to drive because there are no curbs. I think you put some curbs, more to spin on, and you know, that'll be a little bit more difference in speed. Blend Machine, a bad race from him on the one half of the McLaren garage. I mean, he spun it at one of those curbs, exiting, I don't know what corner, but the one the safety car just went through. I think we're going to be on board with Sir Charles. These are all painted curbs up until this left curb right here, and if you bottom out, you could possibly bottom out if you put full throttle, put your traction on, and if you're turning too, you can easily spin, and then by the time the car stopped a little up the road, that's where he retired, and that was an actual curb. So yeah, a fair point about the curbs. But this gives a chance to everyone who messed up earlier. Raval, God Palmer, Sir Charles, Monkey Mafia had that wing change. I don't know, we didn't quite see that. They'll be grouped up. Probably next time by we should get going. Chibar, Pit, DeGabri, excuse me. DeGabri pits from hards to mediums. Good call.
Yeah, he would have got smoked on the start. Just like Chibar's gonna get smoked on his restart.
Yeah, I've been helping out Chibar a little bit, but through practice.
Well, it's more that
shouldn't be hard, though.
Yeah, he's gonna be like 2 seconds slower a lap.
Yeah, box, Chibar, if you could hear me.
They might even crash behind him. He's gonna go so slow.
Yeah, the hards are not good. I'm pretty sure I might have told him, but you know what? That's all in the learning experience.
Yeah.
Should be an easy one stop. Soft, medium, medium, soft. Nothing crazy. I think they predict the medium tire to go 17 laps as per the game, but they could definitely go longer on lower fuel, and you definitely won't get a puncture. So even if you had to pit early, yeah, you could do the entire race easily.
It's pretty much like Silverstone with the tire wear.
Let's just take a look at the penalties there. Those are your penalties. 3 seconds for a few drivers. We also have everyone did a pit stop in this race, so they're all good to go to the end of the race as long as they did that mandatory tire select using 2 different compounds. Tebow will have the safety car restart in his possession, so it's up to him to decide when to go green as long as the safety car enters the pit lane. Thank you all for tuning in on both the YouTube and Twitch. We have a few laps, another 15 or so, as Camden absolutely doesn't get it right. He's gonna have to pit, I believe.
Oh, it's all messed up.
Yep.
No one went.
Yeah. Oh, look at Sir Vapor now, and I think what happened to Camden might actually not be his fault. It could have been the limiter that gets automatically on if you're in a certain gear, and that definitely hurt Camden on his restart. Oh, we got. Oh man, he retired in the pits.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't know where he's at.
He's in the pit lane.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird. Unless he crashed on the pit straight.
And maybe got damaged and then came in and then just decided to retire. Sir Charles making some moves on Chibar as predicted. Chibar on those harder tires, the only one on the hard tire. And Sir Charles up into 8th. A lot of action on that safety car restart. Hopefully we got most of it. Camden had to go wide there. Possibly picked up a penalty. Got Palmer all over the back of Chibar, and he's going to have to play it patient. Yeah, you don't want to be so close, especially this guy's on hard tires. He can't put that much speed. He's going to have a go here. He's going to pick up some slipstream from Sir Charles ahead. Monkey Mafia, we can see, making a move on Camden, who possibly, most definitely has some damage. I'd be surprised if he didn't pick up any on that clobber of the wall. Sir Charles, will he make it 3 wide? No, he's going to lift off. He's got some space behind to do so. Maybe he picks up 3 here. No. Still sits in behind. Monkey Mafia gets to P6. You can hear Sir Charles pedaling, just playing with the throttle through this section, pushing Camden Luca through here, who, yeah, if he's going that slow, he definitely has some damage. Let's look at the wing on the Williams. Do we see any damage? Doesn't look like it. But he's just slow.
Yeah, if you get the setup wrong, pretty much for a long day.
It might be a short one though, if he keeps it up like this. And he's in an Aston Martin sandwich. DeGabri, where are you going? This is this could be oh, he lifts off here. Camden goes deep.
I think he has damage.
Yeah, he definitely has to. Camden's a good driver, but he's not using that safety car restart. And he's just seeing if he can stay out to catch something.
Got around that corner, so maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, he's coming back at DeGabri. He's going to bring Rafa Hulk with him. And he did that one pretty decently.
I think he just has a bad setup.
Ooh, very close, man. Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen, question mark. Oh, Rafa Hulk splits the 2 and he takes the position. Oh, man, what a move by Rafa Hulk. Oh, man, look at that. Rafa Hulk has some speed in that Haas, and he saw these two not knowing what they're doing, honestly. And he said, let me split the 2 and take them both. Bravo.
I think he's going to catch the guys in front of him pretty quick.
I think he's top 3 in pace in this race. He's got plenty of time left to start catching up. But I think we might see some more wrecks by possibly another safety car.
We only need a couple more DNFs too. I'll be right about that. I think we can do it.
Yeah, well, you can't count yourself now, can you?
Well, I mean, it depends. Depends how many more people DNF.
So Sir Charles on Monkey Mafia. Monkey Mafia coming back with the DRS. Scott Palmer thinking around the outside in turn 1. The McLaren covers it off nicely, but Palmer gets under him, but just not enough traction out of the corner, and he'll have to follow through sector 1. Oh, Sir Charles into the wall, wing damage and all. And that is going to be a long rest of the lap until he gets into the pit lane. You got to watch out for DeGabri. Sir Charles thinking it's smart here. He lets Chibar go. And a bad day for McLaren. It's going to be a long lap back to the pit lane. Camden Luca came in. He's on the soft tire now. He should be good to go to the end of the race. A few laps ago, Sir Vapor got past Hot Boy for second. Although Hot Boy is showing some really nice speed. I like what I'm seeing here from Hot Boy. He's currently, let's see where he is in the standings. He's P11 in the standings with only 14 points. His best finish 5th, and he's sat in a great podium place. And to be honest, his speed is quite nice. As Sir Vapor really defending the inside here. Going to be tough to go around the outside, and job done.
He's had a pretty decent amount of bad luck too. I know he's gotten crashed a bunch in the other races, so that could be why he's down there.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes a few wrong decisions by others, and trust me, I've had my fair share. You as well.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Yeah. I think due to how your predictions have been going, I think you want to predict someone to have a bad race this Thursday. I don't know if you want to say that out loud. I mean, your luck's been going really good. We could be shooting 100%, but I think someone in the Williams is going to have a bad race on Thursday.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the rest of the race goes on the opposite side.
Yeah, okay. Formula Jonah also having a nice race. Omega as well. Omega has not had... He's, I don't think he's scored yet in this season. Yeah, he's got 0 points for Alfa Romeo, a few DNFs, and outside the top 10 positions. But if you know what I find is as long as the drivers can get past the opening laps, that's like the biggest issue. Is drivers can't get past the opening laps. As we have Hot Boy again showing his pace here today, getting past the Red Bull, and only 2.5 seconds off of Tebow. Omega, the other Mercedes, who should be in Alfa Romeo today, is up to P4. So some good speed there. A little bit of some outliers. We don't usually see these two. As I don't want to commentator's curse Omega. He was heading for a wall there.
I think he's going to get a podium.
Oh, a few penalties coming in. And we're less than 10 laps to go in this race. This one does fly by a little bit quick.
I'm surprised there haven't been more penalties, to be honest. It's a pretty easy track to get track limit violations on.
Got any weeb in the comments says, are track limits strict? Yes, they are. They are on strict.
They might not be pushing that hard. That could be why they're not getting getting any penalties yet.
Yeah.
Because the pace wasn't really fast when I was in the race, so I had to actually slow down to not get the fastest lap a couple times. And I was on mediums. So I think a lot of them are just basically just trying not to crash or just waiting for other people to crash instead.
From Formula Jonah. Back into turn one. Omega holds it around the outside. We get a nice view from Gott Palmer, who just cut that corner. Picks up another time penalty. And down to turn three. Jonah gets the position nicely. Just in time for this twisty section. Definitely want that clean air. Yeah, look at him. Oh, yeah. You got Monkey Mafia, Rafa Hulk, the Gabri. And this is when you start getting penalties, when you're in a pack like this, waiting for others, reacting to others. And Omega, who had such a decent, good race up until now, is starting to get caught and can see himself down to P9. He is on 7-lap old medium, so he's got everything everyone else has.
Rafa can't even use his ERS. He's been stuck behind people.
Yeah.
He's pretty much been at 100 since the safety car.
And although these guys are fighting now, you know, they're not going to be really for the podium unless something happens to the guys out front, which they've been swapping lap by lap. They're still not catching Tebow, though. Hot Boy, another move on Sir Vapor for second. Formula Jonah on Gott Palmer. And Rafa Hulk, will he go down the inside? No, he's going to still stick behind the Monkey Mafia. Man, Rafa Hulk's got a lot of speed.
He's got to force them into making a mistake or something. He's just not going to be able to get by.
Yeah. He wants to go. He's just ready to pounce. He sees Monkey Mafia missing apex after apex, and he's like, please let me by. He's got to make a move here. Send it down the inside in this banked hairpin. But then when he goes for the overtake, the guys put up a decent fight as Monkey Mafia, but it just wasn't enough. Ravahulk up to P7. DeGabri taking advantage here. He's got to use some battery. Yep, and he'll slot in line. Monkey Mafia down 2 positions. Ravahulk now passing Omega easily. And he should have the DRS on Palmer. He might not make an overtake this lap, but he's definitely getting ready for the following. And they all stick in line for another lap. Got Palmer down the inside of Jonah in the banked hairpin.
Just crashed.
Yeah, it was a risky move because now you're giving Jonah the DRS for the next straight, and he can possibly get double overtaken. He could lose back to 6 with that move right there. Yeah, I don't like that move from Ravahulk. He kind of was teasing to go down the inside, and Jonah kind of left him the room and just gave up all that momentum and almost caused him to crash. I don't really like that.
Palmer's out of DRS.
And we are on lap 20 of 25. Just want to thank everyone for tuning in on your Tuesday night here for TCR on either the YouTube or Twitch. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Golden class for their first go at the Jeddah Street Circuit. And on Thursday, a special event for Platinum class will be the full qualifying event. And that actually starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, half hour earlier on Thursday for those tuning in. And we still have a few open seats in a few of the classes, especially Golden class requires racing line only. So virtually all sits off. For Golden class, they run on Wednesdays. We still have a few seats open. If anyone's interested in joining, go to our website down below. There's also a few spots in Silver, but we could always use some reserve drivers. As long as we have a seat open, you can definitely fill the grid. We got some nice events coming up here shortly. We got the All-Star race in a few weeks, the GP closing in on the second half of the season, which gets very interesting. With some of the formats, as well as the Bahrain feature for the Silver and Golden classes in just a few weeks' time. Should be a lot of fun.
Ravahulk just hit the wall. The inside wall.
Oh no.
I don't think he has damage though.
Yeah, he should be good here.
Yeah, he's kind of been all over the place the last lap.
Oh, we get some nice views here at Jeddah. You know, some street circuits you don't really get too good of like broadcast camera views, but they did a decent job here at Jeddah. These are nice onboards.
Maybe EA told them to fix their cameras.
Yeah, I mean, well, I know sometimes you go to Baku or Singapore and they're just terrible. They're really bad. Rafael finally on Jonah into turn 1, and he gets the position. He's 2 seconds off of Got Palmer, and I really do believe that's because of that move he tried entering that final DRS section a few laps ago. He really teased a move to go down the inside on Jonah, and you really can't fit two. And Jonah kind of backed out of it, and they both had to back out of it because they were kind of going side by side, and that just gave Got Palmer enough time to get a few good laps in as Jonah got it all wrong in Sector 1, losing 1 position to Raf Hulk in Turn 1 and another 2 in the next sequence of corners. He's down to P8, so a bad lap for the AlphaTauri. Oh! Mega saved it! Oh, he was heading right straight for the wall. He almost collected Jonah as well. And Jonah gets back by for P7. Hot Boy, another move on P2. And I know I haven't really mentioned him throughout this race, but Thibaut, yes, he is out there leading in the Ferrari. No penalties. Having a nice joyride here in the Ferrari. In the night light, he might go back-to-back here at the night street circuits. Next week we are in Abu Dhabi for another night race. Little sequence of Middle East, Eastern night races. So we'll be at Abu Dhabi next week for the last time on that alteration track layout. Thank God.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Me either.
I think I've only done 2 races on it in this game.
It's going to be terrible.
There were 5 lap races.
Abu Dhabi. Oh my goodness. And I don't know how much better the other alteration is. I think it's a little funner. It looks a lot better. I think it'll be just fine.
Horrible.
Yeah, the chicane. I mean, you put a chicane in front of a hairpin is never ideal. These two might be playing some DRS games as we close into the final few laps, heading on to lap 24 of 25, the penultimate lap here. Sir Vapor wants to lead here. And he will for this lap. Ooh, big penalty, and that'll cost him. And now that is virtually all gone, all their battling.
Maybe, because Vapor has 2 warnings.
So now what do you do here if you're Hot Boy? Do you keep pushing, try to make Sir Vapor get a penalty and actually keep going for the move, or do you want to build some sort of a gap? You see Palmer starting to close, you start battling, you're just going to lose. Although, you know what, he has, let's see how many penalties we've got. He's got 6, so yeah, you're clear out behind.
Yeah, I think you have to try to make the guy get a penalty. Like maybe try to go side by side somewhere where you normally wouldn't. Or make them think you're going to do it and try to make them go off the track.
Possibly similar to Rafa Hulk and Jonah. Could be a good idea. Let's see. He's still with the DRS. He's closing in. And he's already blinking, Sir Vapor, so he's going to be under pressure here. Should be an easy move. Let's see if he does try to put him side by side into turn 1.
I don't think that's the right spot. It's a bad move. You should have just stayed behind him.
A few more penalties coming in. Oh, Formula Jonah is disqualified for using the wrong tire compound, which I don't know if you want to check the race director for that, but yeah, he's totally out.
I guess he started on mediums.
I've never actually seen that in a long time.
No, he started on softs.
Really?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, that's a big game glitch. I don't know what they're going to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think he was quite clear to put into P8. I could probably comfortably say, because Chibar, 15 seconds back he would have been, as now
Yeah.
Sir Charles just got past Chibar. It was interesting. So coming around the final corner in the Ferrari, your championship leader is going to extend his lead on the Silver Class Championship and will grab his 4th win here in the inaugural race at Saudi Arabian GP for the Jeddah night race. Sir Vapor good enough for 2nd, and a nice, good job, good race by Hot Boy. A good performance by him tonight. And gets a decent boatload of some points, which he definitely needed. His first podium, I do believe, in TCR. Raphael good enough for 4th. He had a lot of good speed today, but not so smart move. Kind of took him out of contention. You could say the same for some others. Maybe got Palmer, Sir Charles, and maybe Monkey. A few others are just little questionable calls. Double points here for Aston Martin. 5th and 6th for De Gabri. A good race altogether. Maybe not so much for the lead. Thibaut definitely dominated that.
Yeah, I think he had a pretty easy race. No one was really harassing him. They were all just kind of fighting behind him. Just happened. TV turned off.
Oh no, we got those tech.
I mean, I had to do something wrong, you know, to fit in with everyone else over the last month.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
very. Had to use no TVs and PlayStation.
It's been tough getting a co-commentator, but we might have to run with you for a few weeks. I might find my new co-commentator, and I don't mind it. It's nice having somebody.
Well, maybe these guys will learn one day.
Yeah, and if only one of our races goes like that on Thursday, I think either can be happy. Thibaut had a nice, easy race. One stop. He didn't even start first. He was starting 2nd. Got a nice start off the race. Everyone else crashed into each other, hit into each other, and just drove away. Even in the safety car restart, he was able to do what he needed to do with the safety car restart. He controlled it, and he went off nice and easy. So we'll hear from the top 3. I don't know if you have any of them added. If not, I could.
I think I do.
And hopefully someone speaks Spanish for Thibaut. Bats, we're going to brush up on it.
I do not speak Spanish.
Did you take it in school? You want to brush up?
I did not.
This could get interesting. Should we? You know what? Let me get.
Not Sir Vapor doesn't accept friend invites, so I don't have him.
Oh man.
I got Hot Boy in.
Oh nice. Okay.
something, I guess.
You got Tebow too?
I do, but he doesn't speak English.
That's fine. You could still.
Well, you're asking the questions. So I don't have to talk, so.
No, you don't.
It's fine
We'll
with
see
me.
how this goes. I got Google Translate. I could speak some Spanish here.
I don't even know.
This could be interesting. This could be. I mean, Tebow's going to be winning more races. We got to talk to him eventually.
Well, he's gonna have to learn English, or you're gonna have to learn Spanish. But I think no one's gonna join.
You don't think anyone's going to join us?
I do not.
Wow.
I'm right about a lot of things.
Yeah, Broom, I saw the disqualification. We'll look at it. I don't think you were supposed to get disqualified, so definitely make a ticket for the stewards. We'll try to get it sorted out. Very weird. I haven't seen that in a few games. Sometimes they will have a disqualification with the tires, even though you did use both of them. For some reason, that glitch is a thing.
Maybe maybe it's something to do with the update that was yesterday.
Yeah.
They usually mess up something when they do an update. Yeah, looks like no one's joining.
All right. Well, we're not gonna chase them, right?
It's easy.
Nice and easy today. So I guess we will hear from our top three. Although invites were sent, I guess a little camera shy. Can't blame them. They don't want to talk to Bats and I. We might
Hurt their feelings.
Yeah, a little too much.
I mean, I don't want to talk to them anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, another 10 minutes for me. 10 o'clock. We're getting. Oh, we'll have a little bit of a talk here. How about it? We'll do nice and easy. We don't know much of it. So, Tebow, welcome. Congratulations on the win. I'm gonna ask you one question. You could answer in whatever language you like, and we'll go nice and easy because. Yeah, that's all we could do.
If possible?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
So,
okay, perfect.
very simple. Let me see how this goes here. ¿Cómo estuvo tu carrera?
Pues mi carrera fue... estoy muy contento. Felicidades a Palmer por la pole position, que hizo muy buen tiempo. Después, buena salida. He cogido el liderato a la primera curva y he podido mantener un buen ritmo toda la carrera para finalmente ganar, así que estoy contento. Puntuar más que Charles en el campeonato porque es importante, así que contento con la victoria de hoy.
Thank you. I forgot. What's thank you in Spanish? I don't even know that. Thank you. That's all we got for you. Felicidades. See you next week.
Thank you.
You know what? Not only here at TCR do we have some great competitive racing, we teach us some manners. We teach us respect and some other things that others seem to lack. We try to get some humans right in this world, but we also learn some Spanish here on Tuesdays. So I think you know what we'll do. I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble next week. I'll get a nice Spanish study guide, and we'll start learning Spanish together. How about it? You in?
I am not in, but you can do it.
Maybe
we get one of the other commentators who has technical difficulties to learn that while they fix their equipment.
All right. Here's this. So I'll go to Barnes & Noble.
I'll get a messaging me to. Now he's bothering me because I'm making fun of him.
You're making fun of now his feelings are hurt. Oh man. So here's what I'll do. I'll go to Barnes & Noble. I'll get a Spanish guide. I'll also get a PlayStation instruction manual. I'll get 2. I'll send one to Turkey, I'll send one to Silent, and this way it'll be in time for Abu Dhabi, and they can read it up, and then hopefully we get this thing situated by the end of the season, like I promised to all the viewers. Nonetheless.
But you're assuming that they can read.
Oh, man.
I think Silent can, but I don't know about Turkey Whacker.
That's a good point. Well, I'm interested to see how how their driving's going to be tomorrow and Thursday. Hopefully they drive better than they do everything else. Nonetheless, a quick summary, Bats, on the race today. Any final thoughts?
Basically, just the people who didn't screw up finished at the front, and the people who messed up didn't. That's pretty much it.
There you have it. So tomorrow, well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I don't know what I would rate this stream, but this this is an interesting one.
Well, it's made Turkey Whacker retire. I think he's going to retire.
Yeah.
After this one, due to embarrassment.
Nonetheless, thank you all for watching. Check the description for more information on how to join. We got the Fanatec affiliation link. If you are looking to buy some Fanatec products, you could use the link to help us. You got the Drink Alchemy. Save 10% also in the description. Use code TCR at checkout. Tomorrow's Golden Class, same time, same place. We'll see you tomorrow. Thursday is a half hour earlier, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. They have the full qualifying event for Platinum Class, which is the halfway point in the season. Next week we're here at Abu Dhabi, and those are all the press release notes fine-tuned to the audience. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for spending the Tuesday night, and it's been a pleasure. We'll do it again next week. Until then, have a good night, everybody.